Hello, everyone. My name is Liz Dick. I live at 601 Balfour, and my husband's home protecting the homestead, so it's not a problem. As you know, we turned in petitions on the 19th, which was the 4 petitions, 1 for referendum and 3 for recalls. At the last meeting, I assured the citizens that we had done everything in our power to make sure they would be certified. I received an email. Actually, I came up on the 30th because I had not received any information. At the time, the city secretary was nice enough to come out and speak to me and tell me she had just emailed me, letting me know that they were in the mail and they were not certified. And I asked, well, could I get a reason? Could I get a copy of the letter? She said, no, it had to be done by mail. So I didn't have the charter with me. I went home and reviewed the charter, and it did say it needed to be in writing, and I emailed her and I said, you know, it just says it needs to be in writing, and shortly after that she emailed me a copy of the letter. And the letter stated that the petitions submitted on 1/19, I have marked, read the enclosed original petitions, the reason for disqualification or rejections. When I got them in the mail on Wednesday, was it Wednesday or was it Tuesday? Wednesday. They stated there were some DQs in red alongside some of the petitioner's signatures. No reason. So I contacted her, and she was nice enough to tell me on the phone that they were disqualified because they did not vote in the last mayoral election. So I explained that Section 7.04, I believe it is, of the charter states that it's just 25% of the number of voters that voted, not the voters, the noun being numbers. She said she was sticking by her decision, and I accepted that, so I emailed her the same conversation we had, and she emailed me back so we'd have it in writing that it was denied because of that. And at that time, I reached out to Councilmember Pedrati to get involved because I had already given her case from the appellate court that overruled another city secretary that had done the same thing, and I wanted to clear this up as soon as possible. I had also reached out to Michael Brennan and requested he call me back because it was a time-sensitive matter, and I never heard back from him. So my only recourse was to reach Councilmember Pedrati. I don't know what transpired, but on time. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'd just like to add some factual information to that. After Ms. Dick contacted me, I sent the information to Mr. Brennan, who then sent an email to staff explaining that the case law was on point, and it wasn't the people that voted in the election. That was the number of that had to be on the petitions. That Ms. Dick was right. He then directed staff to look at the people that had been disqualified and determine if they had been rightfully disqualified. He suggested, I think, strongly suggested that needed to be done quickly. I subsequently had another conversation with staff and said, I think it needed to be done sooner than later. It took an additional 2 days for that to happen. So we had a 29th deadline, then we get 2 days added to it because it was mailed, and then another couple days added to it because it wasn't correct. And then it got back to you. And I believe that's where you were when everything got to where it is.